Lane C. Van here, the happy husband. So today I was in my men's group and we were talking about wives and men and leadership. And one of the questions was, well, if your wife is paying all the bills and she makes more money than you are used to man of the house. Now, I have a lot of thoughts on this. The first thing is, I don't know anybody who make more money than somebody else not try to take over leadership. And I'm sure there are extreme cases where women make more money than men and do not try to influence the man in making leadership decisions based on her income. I'm sure there's some women out there like that, but I don't know any. And I don't know if you know any. And I don't think a man should put himself in a position as a leader of a home and a family that somebody can dictate to him what he needs to do to save the household. I believe a man should be a provider. I believe a man should be a gentle warrior. I believe a man needs to protect his house. I believe a man needs to set the financial goals of the household. I believe a man should take responsibility. I believe a man should have a job. Now, if your wife makes more money than you, that's not a big deal. But I know there is a distinction between being a man of the house and a man who's just in the house, who's riding along, who's not doing his part, is not fulfilling his part of the commitment. And I understand there's people out there, they got pimp mentalities, right? That he's a pimp and she's one of his street babes. I'm talking about marriages that set up that way, and she brings home the money and he sits at home, right? And he runs the household. But I know very few of those households too. There's always extreme one way or another. But for most majority of the time, men make more money than their wives. But things have changed. I understand that. But to give up your leadership because of somebody making more cash than you, and if she pays all the bills, do you got even a voice in it? What are you doing to make you man of the house? You just a man in the house. And she is controlling you. She is telling you what to do. And some men are comfortable with that. I'm not. I believe that I should be able to guide the household. I believe that I should be able to pay for all the bills and provision, right? Matter of fact, you might not know this, but me and my wife set our financial goals by living on one income, and that's mine. And even though she make more money than me, she don't, but even if she did, we still haven't changed our financial outlook, and we live beneath our means, and we don't live above them. And we don't spend money we don't have. And this is the financial trajectory I made for our house and our home years ago. I have the final decision and the final say. Yes, my wife gives me input. Yes, she suggests things. And a lot of times I go the way that she suggests because she's right, right? They're just a fool to go against somebody who's right. But I am, and I declare it, head of household. And I believe this is the position of the man. What's your thoughts? What do you think? All right? I do know there's some cases where the man is handicapped. I understand that. I understand that, he have a disability and he only making so much, right? But I'm talking about as far as being head of the household, do he still make the important decisions? Do he still answer the door 2 a.m. in the morning to see who's down there? Does he still run down the mice that get loose or grab the bird to fly it out? Do you still make a leadership? Do you make leadership advice for the household? Do you stick to your word, right? When you say something, do you do it? All right. Are you involved in your children's lives, even if they stepchildren? Are you involved in the children's life, or do you just go to work, come home, and don't think about anything without no input? I don't think that's the man of the house. I'm sorry. I believe that you're just a man in the house. But I'd like to hear your thoughts on it.